Hello, hello. You ever had those days you run late, you think you're gonna run earlier than you planned on. You think, oh yeah, this morning won't be too bad. Had a couple cancellations this morning myself. So it was like 2 extra hours and I still found myself getting late. It's like 1:10 in the afternoon. I thought I'd leave by about 12-ish. I mean, there was a lot of productivity in there, but you ever had those days? It's like, man, I thought it was gonna be early and I'm actually running late. And now I'm feeling rushed, like I need to get home. And I'm also running a bit long on my food situation. So, hangry, not quite hangry. You know what it is? I'm getting back in, I talked about this last week, I'm getting back into the intermittent fasting thing. So I did had my break. It was a beautiful thing to be, just eat normal food. Well, I was eating normal food anyways, but eat more food, get my calorie count up, feel really satiated, and also have breakfast and eat more through the morning than I had been. Felt so good like that. And yesterday, the day before, I started my intermittent fasting again, and it's like going back to square one a little bit. That it's hard to hold on that long, because this morning I had breakfast at about 9 o'clock or so, and it should be really probably 11 before I'm having it. At least 10. It should be at least 10. If I want 14 hours, it should be at least 10, and I couldn't hold on this morning. So now, of course, I'm very hungry, because that was at 8. That was 4 or 5 hours ago, and I still gotta get home. But just made it through that railroad crossing in time. Thank God. I couldn't make it with another second without food. No, not that bad. In other news, besides how hungry Miles is, the update on how hungry Miles is right now. I've got about 6 different clients for opportunities to train with them, or have them train with me ongoing. So obviously paying for training ongoing. And I'm not sure how that's going to go this week, but I'm going to stay focused. My goal is the 3 sales for the week, so I'm going to stay focused on that, eye on the prize, and see where I can help these people out at. I tend to undervalue or undersell myself when I feel like the other person either isn't, at least 60, 70, 80% interested on the outset, or interested but doesn't have the money, and has to have the money as well. I tend to take a back seat when that, I think that money might be an objection, or something else might get in the way as well, or they're just like, yeah, I feel like I can just get a program and do it myself. And it's hard, because what happens is, 95, I don't know, percent, I'm sure there's some percentage out there, but I'm going to say 95% of people who don't do personal training think they can just do a program themselves, and get results out of it, especially if it's weight loss or something, or if it's, I want to increase my strength and improve my body shape, but don't want to do the food diary and look at that, and don't want to train more than once or twice a week. It's like, I'm sorry, there is no magic pill for that. You can't get from here to there. Maybe over the course of years, if you can keep up 2 a week and just really slowly start chipping away at the food thing, if that's an issue for it, okay, I can see that improving over some years. That's going to be so slow that you're probably not going to notice the difference, and it's not going to be motivating to keep the effort going, unless you can make it a permanent lifestyle change that it does not end for years. You know what I mean? So that's a challenge, and so with a lot of these people, I'm trying to work out the best way to explain it to them. You kind of just want to say, look, chances are ridiculously high, you're not going to get a result. And the difference is, as well, it's not the program. You can Google it and get a free program anywhere. There are no shortage of information out there when it comes to exercise programs to follow out there, and a lot of them are good. I'm not knocking any of them. It's just that is not the thing. I can promise you If you think all you need is a little exercise program and away you go, that is not going to be the thing that gets you the result. I'm just running a yellow light again. Don't mind me. I normally stop at all those. It was definitely yellow, just for the record. I didn't run any red lights. It was definitely yellow. But one, there was no cross traffic coming, so the light was turning red with no one to turn from the opposite direction. No one. So it was just an arbitrary red light. Don't you love those as well? This is my random gripes day here. I'm just having at the moment. I can see the light is still red. Still no one turning. So I just, I did everyone a favor. I just pushed through. Anyways, it was definitely yellow. So it's not the program that's going to get you the result, especially if it's weight loss. You can just walk and get good results. It's not, there is no magic pill. There is no magic formula. I think I've said this before. It's just literally hard work or moderately hard work. Got to put effort in at least. Let's call it effort rather than hard work, because it doesn't have to be that hard. But it's effort, energy put towards it, and consistency. I think it's Benjamin Franklin has a good quote. It says, energy and persistence conquer all things. I quoted that, I'd say 10, 12 years ago. I heard that. I was like, yes, that is gold. So true. Energy and persistence. It's just literally, if you're literally never willing to give up and always willing to put in the energy, it doesn't matter how many times you fail, you're going to get there. That's kind of how I'm approaching this right now. Which leads me into the next bit here I'm going to talk about, which is a little bit of frustration. I'm not going to lie. Oh, am I slightly askew? A little bit of frustration with the online stuff still is haunting me a bit. Now I know there's some time I could give up. There's more time I could give up. But it's like this morning, I had 2 hours of cancellation of clients canceling their personal training sessions because they were sick or whatever. One of them slept through their alarm. Or wait, the alarm didn't go off because they went to bed and their phone died on them overnight, so the alarm didn't go off in the morning. But these things happen, right? Bound to happen. But I had 2 in a row, 2 hours. I wrote all my programs for the week, so at least that's out of the way. I got the rest of the week clear to not worry about writing the programs that I'm going to train with my clients. And I can focus I got podcasts, I did a podcast last week. I got another one scheduled this week, 2 maybe 2 scheduled this week. Definitely 1. And it's just going, where the hell am I going to find this time? I could definitely take some time, do it online, stuff more on the weekends. I do tend to on a Friday or Saturday night, my wife will go to bed and I'll stay up, maybe to 11 about and do some work. So it gives me a couple of hours to, engage with my community or write a post or do one of these videos or, whatever. Didn't do it on the weekend. I felt like I needed that little break. I guess it's probably coincides, doesn't it? Which I hadn't even thought about it, with my break of the eating thing as well. I just had a complete break. It was still a very busy weekend because we got renovations going on at our house. And they're doing sanding at the moment of the walls, and it's like Christmas there. It's snow, it's just the dust was everywhere. So. And then I had the kids I was trying to manage the whole time, trying to keep them away from that area. And so it was a very full, busy weekend. And Saturday night, it was Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday night. My wife and I both went to bed about 8:15 or something. I think about 8:15 we were in bed, just kind of hanging out. And I thought she was going to go to sleep because she was super tired because she worked during the day. And then I thought, well, I might stay up and do some reading. Literally the next thing I knew, it was like 11:30 at night, and we'd both been sleeping, and she stayed asleep, and I got up because I had to go to the toilet, and then, walked around, did the thing where I put the animals away, shut the kids' bedroom doors, turned off all the lights, turned off the Wi-Fi, all that kind of thing, and went straight back to bed. And then I didn't get up till like 7:30 the next day, nearly 8 o'clock, It's just one of those nights. So like that was an entire night wipe out, but clearly I needed the sleep on that night. And I wonder, again, just trying to combine all these things together a bit, piece the puzzle together, that my calories for the day on Saturday, when I didn't count them up till, I didn't finish putting it all in till Sunday morning. When I put it in, it was like 2,800 calories or 2,700 calories for the day. I was over by about 700 of what I wanted to be. And I started off, I ate breakfast, I ate a fair bit. I didn't have it till a little bit later. I had it like 10 o'clock or something like that, 9, 10 o'clock. And yeah, my calories were out of control. And I was freaking hungry for the day. And I just felt like, wow, I'm hungry. And I like 30% more calories than I normally or have been doing. And I'm freaking tired. Interesting combination. I don't know the exact answer. I could guess on that maybe my body was stressed from the food and not used to that level of eating, and the fact that I ate so early in the day then led me on to being tired at nighttime because my body was stressed. So I wonder. I don't know for sure. But anyways, get out from these people who are going slow. This would be running commentary. This would be my running commentary on drivers, because I am such the perfect driver, clearly. Yeah, it's an interesting one, that one. So, stepping up, more work to get the online stuff. I gotta remember, I talked about this in my last video. I got my 5 moves, right? One is about personal training, get that up to the level I need it to be, get base level, and then get up to the, the ongoing number that I want to be able to live the lifestyle I want, all that kind of fun stuff. Then it's about the next 2 steps, well, next few steps actually, are about online business and getting more recognized online, getting results online with people, training clients online. And then it's about building up a business around that. So getting into the financial part of it, which is called monetizing it. And then step 5 is drop down the personal training and do a significant shift where I really move to online. That's the 5 major moves. So I gotta remember that my point 1 is the first thing is gotta get my sales up for my personal training stuff, train more clients. So that's number 1. However, I still want to, in tandem, do my online stuff as much as I can, and I feel like there's more that I always feel like there's more I should be doing, because there's so much opportunity out there to do more, get recognized. But, what are you going to do? Really, if I audit my time, I've got now 3 hours, almost exactly. By the time I walk in the door, it'll be 3 hours until I go back to work again. And it's the only time I'm going to see my family the entire day. Today will be this next few hours. And then I've got the same thing tomorrow. Same thing on Wednesday. And I'm sleeping. This is giving me, and I'll get home late, and I'll get, I'll get about half an hour of time with my wife tonight, or / work time, depending on how we go. So there's a little bit of time there. And then I'll get about 7 hours of sleep. So I need that in order for ongoing function 7. I can't really do much less than that. So that's really my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday wiped out, unless I wanted to spend absolutely no time with my family, which that I'm not willing to do. And then Thursday, I get home about same time, about 1:30, and then I've got the rest of the evening family. Now, keeping in mind, stay where you are, don't do that. I love when people pull right out in front of you. Jesus. Pulled right out in front of me. And now it's going ridiculously slow. Gotta love it. So yeah, Thursday, I've got a good 8 hours before I have to go to bed. But again, then I'm there for the bedtime routine, I'm there for dinner routine, I'm there obviously to see my kids, pick up my daughter from school, do that whole thing, and then that's all that rigmarole till about 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then Thursday night's like my time with my wife. And literally it's like literally an hour and a half, that we have together. So it's really not that much. So from Sunday to Thursday, the only time I have with her is that time there. And then Friday's again the same thing. So, you know, same thing as Thursday. So I finish up at about 1:30, get home and do the same thing. And then that night I can stay up a bit later, like I said, sometimes I do. So probably my only, and then the weekend my wife works, and so then it's just me with the kiddos. So those are like, that's 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. That's me booked entirely. So and then same thing on Sunday. So my only times to do anything else would be then, the times I've got are Saturday night, or Friday night. If I wanted to get about 7 hours of sleep, but it's good to have that. It's nice getting about 7.5, 8 hours, just recovery sleep there, a little bit extra. But if I did that, say I didn't spend any time with Jade, and I got up 7 hours, I'd probably have 4 hours I could do there on a Friday night, 4 hours on a Saturday, and then Sunday I have to be at bed early, so that's only about an hour, hour and a half. So there's about 9 hours I could allocate, but that would be literally spending an hour and a half a week with my wife as alone time, or my own time to do anything, literally anything outside of personal training and what I can scramble together with my online business stuff. So it's a good little audit to do. I'm glad I've done this now. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not really willing. It just comes down to I'm not willing to give up. How much are you willing to sacrifice? How much are you willing to give up? And how fast are you willing to give up? I can parallel this perfect to what I was just talking about before with someone that's looking at wants to lose weight or put on some muscle, and they're only going to train one to 2 times per week and saying, well, I don't have anything else to do. Well, you do. It's just you're choosing that time over, other time. So yeah, I think I'm balancing the line though. I'm pushing the envelope as much as I can. I don't really want to push it any further than that. So I guess that's why I'm struggling. I want this result of something, which is the online business, to grow that online community, get known, get results for people, then turn it into and then monetize it once I feel comfortable in that. But I can't, I don't want to sacrifice my time now that I've got with, my family, my kids. I don't want to be a ghost. I don't want to be a ghost dad. I want to, which is the name of my business, which is Be There Dad. I want to be there for them and with them. My daughter, who's 7, nearly 8, from Monday to Wednesday. So from Sunday night until Thursday afternoon. So let's say 4 solid days. I see her for a total of about 3 hours. And in that time, it's picking her up from school. It's taking her home. It's getting, getting the dinner ready. So I don't really see her much. There's only a couple of days a week. There's more than that. So it's Thursday night, Friday night, and then all Saturday or Sunday. But to do less than that, I just don't want to do that. So I've given up pretty much all my Netflix time, movies time, just sitting around chilling. Any Xbox or, gaming is like minus a few random moments here and there, which I can't even remember the last time I sat down to play myself, is completely gone as well. So, man, I think I've done, I think I've really crossed out everything except family time, which I have decreased as well. I've decreased that by a significant amount of hours. Workout time, I'm still keeping to half an hour. So I could drop workout time, but that's just, not me. So that or business time. So family time and my me time is essentially now just my business, which is good because I feel good about that. It's a very different place to be in now because my me time is actually my business time. So I actually have way more me time than I used to have, because it used to be working my job, a corporate job, fucking hate it. And then I would go home and then kind of, be grumbly and kind of resentful because my day was spent, just making money for the family so we could all so I could support them. And then, they'd go down, kids go down, then I'd have some opportunity for me time, which would be a good 2 to 3 hours. And I guess I felt so selfish at that point. I was like not getting me time, that I was spending more time on Netflix and those kinds of things rather than dedicating it towards business as much. And then there was a period of time that it was kind of half-half, and then it started taking over with the personal business, online business stuff was taking up more time, and my Netflix and all that was still dropping down. And now it's like, well, all my business time is me time now. So I feel a lot better about giving out and giving away my time to my family, and I'm being happier, better mood, and yeah, just being in a better place because I've actually given, I've given to myself first, and I give, I've got that in me, and so now I'm able to give that out because I've got that, I've got that time that I've had to myself, and really it's actually business time. So, but I love it, and so that's where it makes all the difference in the world, is to have that business time. So, anyways, I think that's a good finishing thought for now. That if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life theory is a good one. It gives you that me time. It gives you that flexibility to feel good about what you're doing and achieving the goals that you want. So then when you spend the rest of your time with your family or whatever else you're going to do, that you feel good about giving that time away because you've already given to yourself. So yeah, that's good for today. It's just the frustrating side is, how do I get the online business stuff going? Well, the only way at the moment I can see is to sacrifice more time, which I'm not willing to do. So it's just gonna have to wait till I build up the business a bit more, and just, be patient, man. I'm only 8 weeks in. I think this is now week 9 into the new world of this personal training, no more corporate world gig. So yeah, we'll leave you with that thought for now. Hope you guys are going well and you found value out of this. Talk to you soon. Bye.